You're going to want to check this out. 6 businesses that are essential in any economy. If you are looking for reliable businesses with a track record of success, you have found the right video. Before we begin, it's important to realize that no business is immune to bankruptcy. Any enterprise with high profit potential also has a high risk factor. For this reason, the long-term yield on stocks is much higher than the interest on a standard bank savings account because there is always a risk-return trade-off. Risk outweighs potential rewards when investing in high-yield assets like enterprises, whose annual returns may sometimes surpass 30%. According to research conducted by the Bureau of Labor Statistics, around 20% of startups fail in their second year, 45% fail in their fifth, and 65% fail in their 10th year of business. You should not let those numbers deter you from pursuing your dream of being an entrepreneur. In today's video, I'll be discussing businesses that have a low rate of failure and explain why they have a far higher success rate than others to encourage you on your entrepreneurial journey. In this video, we will talk about 6 different types of companies that are less likely to fail than others. These type of companies tend to succeed even in the worst economic climates. We will also dive in with the data confirming that these ventures have low failure rates in addition to some useful tools for launching these businesses. Most new company owners and entrepreneurs commit a substantial amount of time, energy, and capital to launching their businesses. If you're going to start a company, you should choose one that has a decent shot of doing well. Maybe you're a genius at business and can beat the odds, but it never hurts to have them stacked in your favor. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to learn more about wealth and get updates on our content. Alright, let's dive into these uniquely successful business ventures. Number 6. Agriculture business. The agriculture business is the 6th on our list. Agriculture is one of the most significant industries in the world economy since it supplies food for billions of people daily. According to World Bank data, agriculture accounted for 4% of global GDP in 2018. While it may account for more than 25% of GDP in certain developing countries, agribusiness covers not only actual farming but also the production and distribution of agricultural goods, including machinery, fertilizer, and food. Farms and other related enterprises have a low risk of failure because of their durability and adaptability. When it comes to agriculture, success rates among businesses are over the roof at 88%. This might be a great chance for you if you have a green thumb and a passion for farming or a similar field. Before we continue, if you want to make some quick cash, then you can click the link in the description of this video. You can make some money fast with no experience required. Alright, let's get back to it. Number 5. Healthcare business. The 5th business on our list is the healthcare business. The healthcare business is dynamic and promising due to the services ranging from medical and dental practices to pharmacies. Despite the fact that the industry's diversity and unpredictability may make investors, business people, and even inventors cautious, successful ventures in this field are a sure thing with the appropriate strategy. The healthcare industry is predicted to grow significantly in the years, so you might want to give it a shot. Studies demonstrate that healthcare costs more than 10% of GDP in most developed countries. According to data compiled by Policy Advice, you can only scratch the surface of how high it is today, given that the same research predicted that by the end of 2019, this figure for the United States will be close to 18%. Considering that the healthcare business is the biggest sector in the United States and the country depends more on healthcare per capita than any other country, this comes as no surprise. As of 2018, the healthcare market was estimated to be valued at $8.45 trillion worldwide. Spending on healthcare throughout the world may top $10 trillion by 2022. According to recent statistics, healthcare is one of the world's most rapidly expanding industries, placing enormous demands on the world's physicians and nurses. Amid the COVID-19 pandemic, people are afraid to wait in long lines at large hospitals. Therefore, they prefer seeking treatment at smaller medical facilities or clinics. Number 4. Transportation business. The fourth business on our list is the transportation business. A transportation business moves goods or people from one place to another for a fee. With the right plan of action, the transportation sector may be quite rewarding. Many opportunities exist here, but you'll need to examine the current demand in this sector. Ambulance service, medical out-of-town relocation, and similar transportation-related services are considered essential. Also, traffic jams in many large cities have made room for public and private transit to coexist on the roads. Thus, many people depend heavily on modes of transportation, which resulted in a huge increase in demand in the transportation sector. There is also a growing fleet of rideshare vehicles like taxis, Ubers, and Lyfts. A transportation business may take many shapes. This business venture is often successful, so it should come as no surprise that opportunistic individuals will consider starting a company around it. The development of e-commerce and internet platforms has made it easier than ever to launch a transportation business. Generally speaking, 76.4% of businesses in this category are profitable. While certain modes of transportation are riskier than others, you can often anticipate a high probability of success overall. Number 3. Real estate. The third on our list is the real estate business. It is often known that 90% of all billionaires become such because of their real estate holdings. A statistic attributed to the late and great financier and philanthropist Andrew Carnegie, real estate investments have exceptional success records averaging 85.3%, which is not surprising given that more money has been earned in real estate than in all industrial ventures combined. The reason behind the success of the real estate business is due to the continuous income every month. You won't be paying your mortgage because your tenants will, and your investment will increase over time since your property value will increase. When you add the option to purchase rental properties through a loan and leverage your revenues even further, you have a potent tool for accumulating money. You may want to go with the alternative of hiring a property manager for your property to be set up correctly for passive income due to the lack of knowledge when it comes to this business. But don't be afraid. Hiring a property manager isn't necessary because you can do it yourself by spending around 5 to 10 hours a month on each property. Number 2. Dump truck business. The second business on our list is none other than the dump truck business. According to data compiled by Small Business Trends, the mining industry has the best chances of survival with a score of 51.3. It's neither easy nor cheap to launch a mining business, but there's a clever way to make a fortune in the industry. One of the nicest parts is that you don't need a lot of money to get started in the mining company. If you're looking for a cheap alternative, a used dump truck may be sold around for $15,000. Dump truck companies are on the rise, which implies more chances for truck drivers. As a matter of fact, the United States dump truck servicing business is expected to reach $20.64 billion by 2025. And that's only for massive mining and construction projects. It's a different scenario when it comes to operating a dump truck business. Dump trucks are very flexible and may be used in many other businesses, making them a good choice for new entrants in the distribution market, whether corporate or private. Construction companies, landscapers, real estate flippers, and even homeowners who have a lot of rubbish may desire your assistance even if you don't live close to a mine. Number 1. Vending machine. The first business that we'll be talking about is the vending machine business. According to statistics, the vending machine business has a 90% success rate while the typical firm fails 85% of the time. This shows that this industry may be seen as evidence of financial success. Let's compare a vending machine to a typical small business. Overhead costs like advertising, rent, and utilities, as well as the difficulty in attracting and retaining quality employees, are a leading cause of a small business failure. However, vending machines are built differently. You won't need to think about overhead and employees since your vending machines work for you all day and all week, so you can make income even when you're asleep or doing your normal day-to-day work or routine. Over the years, many changes have occurred. Many individuals are experiencing the effects of corporate downsizing. These days, Job security is impossible, particularly given that 90% of the population is employed by companies or organizations. Success can only be possible if you own your own company. The vending machine business is one of a kind since you may start a route with no training and run all cash operation from the comfort of your home. There are several benefits unique to the vending machine industry that are not shared by other types of businesses, including year-round income with no seasonal fluctuations, only possible with cash transactions so you don't need to think about credit risk, uncollected debt, or bad checks, no rent and utilities, no employees to consider, working from home instead of an expensive office, and it is possible to establish this company on the side while still working full-time somewhere to take advantage of your current salary. And that's it for our list of business ventures that you may want to invest in if you want to be a successful entrepreneur. And here is a piece of advice before we end this video. The best way to be successful as an entrepreneur is to find a problem that others are experiencing and then try to fix it. If you do this while being honest, recruiting the right people, and maintaining a high degree of ethics, you will be successful. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this content, please press the thumbs up button. You can also leave comments to let us know your suggestions and thoughts. See you next time.